Hey guys, it's Kamilla Lanae, and I thank you, genuinely, I thank you so much for clicking this video. Today I'm going to be, well, you already read the title, and that's why you clicked the video. You don't want to hear me talking unless it's about these tips, so let me get straight into it. Number one tip on doing a self-tape: make sure you're recording on a plain background. Plain. If it's all white, if it's all blue, if it's all green, if it's all purple, whatever, as long as it's all plain. But the best thing to do is on a white wall, I prefer, but as long as it's on a plain wall, that's okay. Now you see my background, that is part of a plain wall, but these mirrors and stuff, like, I'm gonna show you guys real fast, and I'm probably messing it up, but like these mirrors and everything, and the star up there, and that clapping board right there, and that wall is just filled with pictures and everybody, and I have my camera, all that. This will definitely, even though it's a white background, it definitely would not be good to be filming a self-tape, guys. So please no, don't do this. But but yes, so make sure it's, I don't know, did I mess up the camera? I don't know, let's see. I don't know, but whatever. But make sure it's on a plain background, okay? A plain background is very, very important, because if it's not on a plain background, it's going to be too distracting, like how these things in my background is probably distracting. It's going to be distracting for when the cast directors are watching your monologue or sides or whatever you're sending. So make sure it's on a plain background. Two, make sure your shirt is not the same color as your background. That wouldn't look good. Not at all. Make sure your shirt and your background is two different colors. Like I said, I prefer your background be white, and just a plain white background, but it's totally up to you, as long as it's not patterns or anything like that. 3, make sure your camera is still. If someone is holding it, make sure they're as still as possible. Or if you have to prop it up and do whatever so nobody is holding it, that will probably be best. If you have a tripod or anything to sit your camera on, or your phone on, or whatever, make sure it's still. You don't want it to be moving. If you do see some moving and you have like an editing software or something, put like a stabilization on it so your footage isn't moving the entire time, okay? Make sure it's not shaky. 4, memorize the lines, everybody. Memorize the lines. Don't be, listen, these are my notes, so this is okay, but don't be looking at your paper like this. So I want to tell you that don't do that. Even though you guys can barely see the paper, or especially don't have the paper in the camera, but like if you have to look, put the paper like right under the camera, so as I'm looking at the paper, it looks like it, you know. So even if you have to glance down, or put it like right directly next to it, so it's like, yes, so it look like you're casual. If you're talking to a partner and you got to look the other way, put the paper up there so you can read it as you're talking. Because if you're holding the paper, it's best to memorize your lines when sending a self-tape. It really is, guys. It really is. I'm telling you, it really is. 5, oh, this should have been my first step. I don't even know why it wasn't. Make sure you're slating in your self-tape. If it's for a monologue, if it's for sides, for commercial, I don't care what it is. Make sure, well, probably not a commercial, but make sure you're slating. And a lot of people ask me all the time, and sometimes my talent even asks me, when I slate, what should I say in it? Should I put your number, or should I say, no, you don't have to say a number. Most likely they have all your information anyways. If they don't, they're probably going to ask for it and not just ask for your self-tape. So make sure you just say, hi, my name is Kamilla Lanae. I am auditioning for the role of Samantha, and that's it. To be honest, you could just say that if you want. If you're represented by an agency, hi, my name is Kamilla Lanae. I'm auditioning for the role of Martha, and I am represented by Shark Post Production and Talent Agency. And make sure you do like a nice smile at the end, and then go straight into your lines. That's a plus. You're gonna nail that. You're gonna nail it. I believe in you. I'm telling you, you're gonna get it. And when you get it, make sure you comment down below and be like, yep, I did it, and I know you was right. I got it. Yep. Oh, make sure you guys have good audio. That is very important, because if I'm like all the way back here recording, the camera's right there, the camera's actually not that far from me. Like, I can touch the camera if I get a little closer, but the camera is not that far. And if you're not speaking up when you're recording, you have to speak up a little more. Like, this is how I will talk in my normal voice, but like when I'm recording videos, I will talk higher and raise my voice a little more. You want to have good audio. So that's the same for when you're recording sides, even if it's on your phone, if it's on a camera, whatever. Make sure you have good audio. Good audio is important. If they can't hear you, they're not going to watch your video. And they're not going to contact you to send another one, because they like, it's probably going to be the same thing. Nobody got time for that. They got hundreds of people to be choosing from. So you just help them out by, pushing yourself to the burner. They're like, whatever. So make sure your audio is good. No, I'm not going to say good. Make sure your audio is great. Now, 7. I think this is tip 7. If you're shooting on your phone, don't record like this, okay? Don't record like this. If you're shooting on your phone, turn it this way, guys. Turn it this way and record this way. Because if you're recording like this and when they go see it, record this way, okay? Now, if they give you instructions to follow, or if they have questions or anything they want you to answer, make sure you follow their instructions right. If they're telling you in the beginning, just say your name. Don't say who you're represented by. Don't say your age. Don't say no number, contact information. Don't say nothing. Just say your name. Do that. Don't go slating and saying all this other stuff. If they didn't ask for it, don't do it. Don't try to go above and beyond to impress them, because sometimes it's not impressing them, it's just irritating them. Now, when recording, do not, and this is for your phone, this is for a camera, whatever you're recording on, don't show your whole body while recording. It's too distracting. It's too much. It's just too much. We don't need to see all of that. We need to see about waist up, mid-waist up, actually. So, I don't know, like, I ain't going to put it all the way up, but about like here, like near your belly button and up. That's the only thing that we need to see, to be honest. That's the only thing we need to see, because we don't need to see your full body. It's just too much going to go on the thing. We want to see your facial expressions. If we have a close-up, we can see your facial expression. We can see your attitude. We can see it all in that face. If you're showing your whole body, everything is so far back. Even if to show your whole body, you're going to have to get back. And it just might be just too much going on in the camera. So keep a close-up. Make sure your audio is good. Make sure, you got to keep, the self-tape is very important, because the casting directors technically aren't meeting you face-to-face. So they're not going to know the real you, even if you're a nice person. You have to really do good in that self-tape for them to want you. Don't have too much stuff on when you're doing a self-tape. Like this might be good. I probably would lose I probably would lose the earrings. The necklace will probably be fine. I would probably lose the earrings. Since my nails are still yellow and blue, I probably wouldn't show my hands, but you shouldn't show your hands anyways. But depending on what it is, like if I have to like pick up a paper or something, I don't know, for the size or whatever, you might sometimes have to show your hands. But I'm not going to just talk and have my hands coming up. But like I'll probably keep the necklace on. This black shirt is perfectly fine. This bandana is perfectly fine. The earrings is what's, adding more distraction to it. So you guys can see the difference. This is less distracting, so I probably would take the earrings off. Send in the self-tape on time. Send it earlier if you can, but make sure you send it on time. If you send it even a minute after their deadline, just don't do it. Don't. They're not even going to look at it. Sometimes you might not even be able to submit. Like if you got to do it through a website and it's past that deadline, you won't even be able to send it. But do not send it late. Do not send it late. If they're saying everybody send it by 5 o'clock this day, do not send it at 4:58. Do not send it at 4:59. Do not send it at 5 o'clock. Try to send it 4 o'clock, 4:30, or earlier if possible. Do not send it late, because you might not even be able to send it at all. Alright guys, so I thank you so much for watching this video. Please keep coming back for more, because I love you guys genuinely. I really, really do. I appreciate you guys watching any and every video that I post. please, like I said, keep coming back for more. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything, put it in the comment section down below. I really love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.